Hey guys, I'm Jackson W, but you can call me the Stick Figure Drawer. And today, in this video, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to draw zombie survival vehicles. It has been requested of me very specifically that I draw zombie survival vehicles, so that's exactly what I'm going to do. Before we get started, I'd like you guys to go check out my other videos on this channel. They're equally as amazing as this one. And my other channel, Unwanted Alien Nade, that's in my featured channel on my main channel. Let's go look at that one. Now, enough of the word channel. Let's get started. So, of course, when you're stick figure drawing, you're going to need a piece of epic paper and a somewhat sharpened pencil. Look at it. Isn't it beautiful? Okay. So, if we're going to draw a zombie survival vehicle, I'm going to start with one of the coolest flippin' zombie survival vehicles ever. Now, a while ago, I was actually on the internet, and I saw an article about the best zombie survival vehicles you would want in an apocalypse. And I thought, seriously, is this what the news is turning to? I guess there's no real world events. So I clicked on it. And one of the vehicles that they had was none other than, like, I don't know what you call those things. A hippie bus, I think. Like, really long Volkswagen thingies. So I'm going to draw one of those, and then after that I'm going to draw a super cool one. So I'm just going to start out with the wheels like I normally do in most of my vehicles. And this one is pretty low to the ground, so I'm going to have the base for it be right about here. And then you're just going to want to have it curl up on either side, like it's a giant flippin' Pop-Tart. These are some big vehicles, and we want them to be longer than they are tall, so don't make it a very tall vehicle. Now you got to leave the window open for the driver. And then the front, I'm just going to draw the little thing that Volkswagen has on all their vehicles. Yes, it's Volkswagen. Sponsorship is Volkswagen. Ah, no, it's not. Okay, so since it's supposed to be like a hippie vehicle, and they specifically said it was like a hippie bus thing, I'm going to add in one door here. Just very simple like that, and then I'm going to have a hippie on the top. I'm going to like trick it out. So he's gonna have super long hair, like flowing in the breeze like a boss, as they're like driving down the road. I can already see this, just the weirdest zombie survival ever. And of course we have our driver here, just driving the car. So we have our hippie coming out here. What gun will he have? We'll just give him, oh, how about just any old turret? So when we draw this turret, just have a little, like a bump on the car. And then have some handles for him to hold. Yeah, you draw the handles before the thing. How smarticles is that? And then you just have the big long barrel right here. And then the mount. Then, I think, you know what the heck. Let's have his hands holding onto it. This isn't a very advanced turret. I'm just kind of drawing it just to illustrate that there could be a turret here. You see, I don't draw these videos to teach you guys how to draw exactly. I just give you tips on how I draw stuff so you can make it cool. Let's move on. Alright, so another one of the vehicles I saw was the Modern Warfare 3 Edition Jeep. That's right, you heard me. Jeep actually made some limited edition Modern Warfare 3 Jeeps to coincide with the release of the game. I don't quite know what it looked like. It wasn't very special. It didn't have anything really special. It was just a big motor and, like, some cool tires. But I'm going to draw a Jeep for this. So, yeah, I'm just going to draw another landscape, but I'm going to leave it open for, like, a bunch of them. So I'm going to draw this Jeep close to the edge of the page. So, when you're drawing a Jeep, Jeeps are kind of open, if you've seen them. I'm drawing the certain kind of Jeep where it's, like, taken on, like, a safari or something. You know, those rugged kind of, almost like military ones. So you'd start with like a very small box kind of shape. Put the headlight out in front here. We'll have it turned on just because we're swag. And so for the glass, nope, that was wrong. That was a failure. So don't put it that close. But have the glass, there we go. Just kind of come up like that. That's a little long. Just a little long there. So have the glass just kind of come up like this. So there's going to be where the dude drives. I'll put him in later. And then from here, it kind of has like a roll cage around it almost. If you guys have ever seen a Jeep like that. It's just got sort of like a very open, like a roll cage look to it. If you guys don't know what that is, it's pretty much like a something that protects the vehicle from rolling, but that's it. There's like no walls or anything. So I'm just gonna, it sort of looks like a normal car. I don't know quite how to make this look like a roll cage. But I am gonna have a guy in the back here. We'll have the tailgate down, and he will be sniping out the back. Now, when I draw snipers here, I'm going to have the guy crouched here. When I draw snipers, I usually draw the gun around the guy. But I drew the guy first. Yeah, the gun around the guy. Yeah, whatever. Never mind. Okay, so you're going to start with a rectangle. And if you guys have seen my other videos, you know that almost every gun I draw, every single one, starts off with a rectangle. I'm just going to draw a little square here connecting it to his arm. It's sort of like a stock. He's going to be reaching forward for that trigger. There's the trigger case. Alright, and so from here we're going to add in the scope, and the scope can be very simple, the scope can be very advanced. This is how I draw a simple scope on a sniper. Let me just add in the other details here. Just added in the barrel. So this is how I do the simple scope on a sniper. If you want, you can make it come out like this on either end. You know, kind of fancy like that. I didn't really put too much detail, I usually do better than that. But I'm just going to do it like this. So, put the mag right here. And then if you want the tripod collapsed in the front right there. Yeah, it doesn't look like too bad of a sniper. It's very short range, I didn't make a long barrel. How about we put a silencer? There we go. So when you're drawing a silencer, you just do a black box pretty much on the end. And then how about a laser sight? What the heck? So when you're drawing a laser sight, just draw like a little blob with a line coming out of it. There we go. That looks kind of strange, doesn't it? Who puts a sniper in the back of a Jeep? My gosh, stick figure draw, you're stupid. Yeah. Alright, let's move on to another vehicle. I'm going to do a semi. Yep, I've seen military... I've looked at other drawing tutorials on the internet, and I've actually seen, like, semis, but they're all tricked out for, like, military and junk. So I'm going to have just, like, a normal semi-truck for a zombie apocalypse. I'm carrying a flatbed. Or should I have a trailer? We'll just do a flatbed. Okay, so when you're drawing a semi, the fronts of semis, if you've ever seen them on the road, they're very just plain, you know, normal, nothing cool about them. This one has 3 wheels because it's special. So there's like a couple wheels in the back and then one right here. And it just kind of goes like this. No, not quite like that, but whatever. Okay. No, stop failing. There. No, wait, I've got it here. Okay, so it's kind of just connected in the back by this little thing here. And then it's just got a very stocky front. This is a really, like a midget semi. Compared to this Jeep, it's a midget semi. Here. Pretend they're separate. It's like a comic book. They're in their own world. You don't exist here. You're too big. Okay, so, with this, I'm not going to draw in the drawer. The driver. Let's just pretend the window is up. Draw some little glare on it. And we'll do the horn on top, because you gotta have a horn on a semi to let people know, hey, you're in the way. Okay, so, I will have him carrying a flatbed. So, if you're gonna have him carrying anything, you have to draw the little hitch right there. And then from there, you can just draw in the flatbed. The flatbed is just very simple. It's like it sounds in its name. It is a flat bed that the truck carries. You can do a wheel in the back, a wheel in the middle. There you go. That's pretty much how it looks. So, from here, you can add a whole bunch of stuff on the back. I'm going to have one guy with a big, heavy minigun. I don't know why they call them miniguns, because they are big. Like, really flippin' huge. Alright, so, as we normally do, we start out with a box. And then we have 2 handles for a guy to hold on to. Now, from here, I'm going to draw the barrels on the gun. Let's move the camera up a little bit so you can see. There we go. I usually draw my barrels going upside down. So what we're going to do is just extend off the box a bit. Just have lines going off the box. I can usually fit about 3 or 4 lines coming off the box. Just extend it a bit out. Make sure they look as straight as you can get them. And then when they get to the end, draw a circle. Kind of a wide circle. So it hits... you know, it gets to the area you need it. Okay, and so from here you draw the different individual holes where the barrels come out. Can't really tell that those are the barrel holes. Kind of a bad drawing here. Okay, and then you would draw the muzzle flare, of course, on everything. Everything has a muzzle flash. There, that looks like some nice muzzle flash. Okay, and so, oh, we forgot to mount it to the truck. Gotta mount it, or else it'll just look stupid. Okay, so from here, let's have the shells going out. I showed you how to draw shells in the last video. If you guys haven't seen that, go look it up right now. It's on my channel. So I'm just gonna draw the shells right here, just kind of flying off in a random order. You guys saw how to do that last one. Kind of looks like a face. Hello. Yeah, we don't need to worry about that face. There, that looks nice. And so, we'll have a couple zombies trying to board this truck. How about just one right here? Rah. And we're just going to have his face getting pelted with bullet holes. Just because he is standing right in front of this massive gun. I'm also going to draw the bullets that are coming out of this gun. What you do is just this, pretty much. You don't need to get into detail of where they're going. Just have the zombie right here, and he'll be kind of crawling up the flatbed like, I'm gonna eat you, not today, sucker. That looks pretty cool. And then, of course, the zombie's got like his little juices flying everywhere. So you can add extra juice. When I draw blood, especially on zombies, I make it long and I make it wavy, kind of like this, so you can distinguish it from bullets if there's ever a bullet scene. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. Alright, so let's flip this over here. Oh, wait, there's stuff on that side. There. Let's just draw it upside down. So I'm going to teach you guys how to draw a tank really quick before we end this out. A tank could be used in a zombie survival. I don't know. I drew a mini tank, I think, last time, but this time I'm going to draw a real tank, like a legit tank. So, let's get started here. We have, first you got to start out with the treads. So just make a bunch of circles really close to each other. For a mini tank, you only do 3, but I'm going to do 5 for this big tank. There you go. And then on the bottom, you do more little smaller circles to fill in those. There we go. And then you would draw in the tread on the outside. There's coughing in the background. You guys can't hear that, can you? Alright, so I'm just going to fill in the tread. You got to make this look pretty thick black lines so people can tell that there's tread there. Alright, so once you have the tread, now all you got to do is add the tank. And I kind of do the tranquilizer. Do the tank around the treads, just kind of like this. Just kind of draw like a little, like almost an upside down U, but like really big. And then from here you can draw the main bulk of the tank. This is kind of separate from that. I didn't really draw that too well. If you guys ever draw it, put it closer to the treads. Alright, and so here, now we'll draw our barrel coming out. And usually when I draw tank barrels, I draw them like this with this big thick thing at the end. And then usually I have a guy peeking his head out the back. Here's like the hatch opening. And I just draw an army commander with like his helmet on, just pointing. Like, that way, fire, go! And then I guess we can do the explosion here at the end, the muzzle flash. Bam! This thing just goes flying off into the distance. Dude, this thing is like aiming straight, but it's going up. I'm kind of weird. Alright, you guys, thank you for watching this stick figure drawing tutorial. If you enjoyed this video, I would appreciate a like and also a subscription. Help the channel grow. We've reached a couple subscribers so far in my first video. Help our channel grow. Get us some more subs. That'd be great. And I thank you guys for watching the stick figure drawing tutorial.